ourselves in Skyhold, back near the war table. Let's check it now. Pardon me while I sip. In the mad attempt to awaken my vocal cords. Alright. Commander, the grand melee went well enough. I think we sent a champion to a tournament, if I'm remembering correctly. The grand melee. We did not win a Banhorn, but Bryony placed high enough to attract the attention of half the lords in Ferelden. Also, she received 9 offers of marriage and 6 job offers. We might need to give her a raise. Make it so, Josephine. Give me 1 second. Alright, so sorry. Let's see what Leliana and Josephine have been up to. We received word from Lady Eustace Richelieu, who presumes more and more to speak as an authority in these affairs. She is also quick to use us and we. Josephine. Lady Richelieu's letter follows. A strategic demand, Inquisitor. The Tybalts concede that you are within your rights to ask that they bear the weight of bargaining with Lord de Rossier. The frivolous marriage between Celeste Tybalt and a son of the Leandre family, a name of little bearing, has been wisely called off in favor of a proper matchmaking, one that will profit players and arbiters both. In your gracious service, Lady Eustace Richelieu. So we got an amulet of power. I wonder who it's for. We'll have to check. Alright, that's given us another alliances quest. Let's see here. The conflict among the nobles of the Orlesian capital has come to a head. Lady Richelieu has been busy promoting an arranged marriage to solidify the positions of the current players, with considerable status reserved for her as matchmaker. The object is the pairing of Lord de Rossier with Lady Tybalt's daughter Celeste. All who have status enough to speak seem to be in agreement, but we have received a number of letters regarding the matter. From Lady Velise Tybalt. My daughter will dutifully comply, but I know her feeling. She will speak to no one. I would have you remind her that we are servants of our chosen world, but it serves us as well. It is her name that is stabilizing this alliance. It conveys power that should not be misdirected to matchmakers. From Lord Pierre de Rossier. Frankly, I'll be glad when the matter is settled. I've no desire to inconvenience the young Celeste beyond what name-sharing Lady Richelieu recommends. This has been a cock-up from head to tail. From Jacine Leandre. I pledge to the Inquisition. If my dearest Celeste is willing to sacrifice to ensure this alliance, then I can only do as much. My name may not be enough for some, but she will have my protection indirectly through service to you. So, to resolve the matter, Josephine, this is a currency. The 2 youths could be marriage enough, okay, if other investments encouraged Lord de Rossier to withdraw. Leliana, if you are set on the arranged pairing, Jacine Leandre should be quietly escorted from the city. I would not wish him present. Cullen, do we truly need this? I suggest discreet maneuvers in the free marches, a standard retinue, +2, get the young couple out of range. I'm going to let Josephine continue to handle it. For now.
Inquisitor.
However, I should be a little bit more careful here. What I want to put a priority on, though we have been chasing down that alliances quest for a long time now, it will be nice to actually have it completed, but what I'd like to concentrate on is stuff like this obtain amulet for Cole, say. Anything that's like an active companion mission. Some of these may be those in secret. I have to check around a bit, but anyway, let's see what Leliana is up to. Unmask those across the sea. Compliments to your spy master. Well, she gets nothing but. She is a resourceful woman. Once she traced our agent to Cayman Brea, the match was ruled in her favor. Tell Sister Leliana to call off her dogs, save them for Corypheus. We suspect also that she has gotten all she can from Sir Helmuth. A caterpillar on a leaf does not know there is a forest about him. You will hear no more from us. Our intention was to watch, and we have seen enough. Corypheus threatens us all, and the Inquisition is Thedas's only hope for stopping him. Remember that for the moment we are not your enemy. As a gesture of goodwill we share our knowledge. May it prove valuable in your coming battle. On behalf of powers across the sea, the Executors. Interesting. So there was a potential stirring of trouble with a spy organization across the sea, but they have decided that Corypheus is the bigger threat and are backing down. Alright, so, first things first, how do we get this amulet for gold? Who would be the best to send? Colin does not participate. Josephine would check with her contacts. Leliana knows a wealthy Orlesian noble, and we could steal it from them. That's interesting. I would rather get it through, correct means, whatever the word would be. So maybe we'll wait for Josephine on that one. But I do want one of those. This one's interesting. This was someone who was part of the Adamant Fortress, I guess. Saruth. And we told her to go to the deep roads. Like, she started to hear the calling, so we said, why don't you fulfill your duty in the deep roads? But that's just sort of how her life would have ended regardless, so it didn't really send a message to the other wardens, not to engage in blood magic behavior. So this is interesting that there's a follow-up. However, again, I like Josephine's option best. Josephine's option is, instead of telling Sir Ruth, yes, go die over there, we'll collect your body, it puts the power back in her hands. We're inviting her to join the dwarves on a deep roads expedition. So again, I'd like Josephine for that one. Darn it all, I need Josephine for each and every one of these. Alright, we still have that. We haven't been to the Frostback Basin still, though we did unlock it. Merryden's mission. I'm not sure what that will do for us. That must unlock something interesting. But again, priority is my companions right now. Report from Antiva delivered to Leliana. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. So Cullen does not participate in this one. Leliana would send her agents to pay him a visit. Josephine would send her cousin to smooth the way. Actually, it looks like Josephine is just acting as a distraction for Leliana's agents either way, so Leliana's probably at the helm for that one. Delicate negotiations, whatever that one is, we need Josephine for it, seemingly. Name of our enemy. Yeah, this was what Dorian was talking about, that we may be able to know Corypheus's original name. That sure is interesting. Leliana seems like a good one for that, and it's a 5.5 hour, so I'm going to go ahead and send Leliana on that one for today. We'll come back around to companion missions. Alright, Red Jenny. I only have Cullen left at this point. Let's see about this one. Report from one of Cullen's scouts. Oh, yeah, so this was the one where we were worried that, this is the one I really wanted Leliana for, but it's only 42 minutes, so that one will be quicker to clean up later. So sorry, this is not very exciting. I'm just trying to catch up. Judgment. Offer from the Imperial Army. Let's see. This sounds like a good one for Cullen, and at 10 minutes. Let's have him go for it. Alright, a quick soldier's job. And now we can get back to the map. Hello all, so sorry I was distracted even from the chat there. So nice to see you. Happy Monday? Question mark? Happy? Question mark? Monday? Question mark? There's someone standing near Josephine. I'm never sure if that denotes that there is something going on, some activity. But first, let me check whose amulet of power this is. Looks like we have 2 of them. It's taking quite a while to load through for some reason. Oh, quite a while. There we go. Vivian appears to be one of them. There you are. My treasure. Okay, I'll look. Black wall only. There, finally. Is he not here? That must be the problem. I have Iron Bull, and I have Cassandra. Weird. Okay, I must need to do a mission with Blackwall. I don't know why he's not available right now. Let's check with Josephine, and then we'll see what's going on with that. Alright. Does not denote that there is a cutscene. Question answered. That's fair enough. So thematically, to pick up from last session, we probably want to go back to the Emerald Graves here. But I would like to figure out what's going on with Blackwall. Alright, so there's Leliana in Valence. Here's Cassandra in Caer Oswin. Those are the companion missions that I was talking about. That I want to make a high priority. I want to see if I can get everyone's tarot cards upgraded effectively. So yeah, let's start with Cassandra's in Caer Oswin. I believe that that's just a companion mission. The fact that both of these are showing up at once, and that both Leliana and Cassandra are like candidates for the Divine, makes me worried that this is a choice. Like, who do you want for Divine? Pick one of these, Cassandra or Leliana. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think we're there yet. I think this is just a separate mission of Cassandra's. I'm hoping. Let's try to start there. Alright, so we have to take Cassandra. I was looking this up, too, because I was worried that I had said something unforgivable to Varric, and now he hates me. Sometimes, apparently, those more aggressive tarot cards can show up just when you have activated their, like, personal mission, but you haven't completed it yet. Like, I don't know if the same is true for Cole here. And I don't know what's going on with Blackwall. I have to figure that out separately. But anyway, So I don't think we're in trouble necessarily with Varric. I think we just have to go do that Bianca mission in the deep roads, and then hopefully his conscience will be a little clearer. Is my guess. So I'm going to take Dorian. Who else would complement this group? Oh, Iron Bull always complements a group, but I need a rogue. I'll take Varric. For now. Alright. Let's see what this is. Thank you for bearing with me there. So sorry for all the menus. It's not very visually stunning. Though I mean no disrespect to whoever designed the menus. They're lovely. Give me 1 second here. Alright. Let's see. Looks like at least Cassandra and Dorian have a point to spend as well. Let me catch up with that. I have 3 points to spend, apparently. I still have not picked a next power we want to go for yet. I was hoping to have unlocked one of those specializations by now. That's another thing I need to put a priority on. Alright, so let me switch this. I don't know why we're still on the Emerald Graves thing there. I'm guessing this is an Inner Circle quest. Explore the castle. That sounds like the one. And let me save it just in case. Alright, here we go.
Care Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Such a beautiful overlook here. You can see all the castles on the distant hilltops. It looks so cool. Ooh, dragon thorn. I think that's kind of a rare elf root-esque herb. What's in that castle? What's in that castle over there, Dorian? Go check it out. And what's in that one over there, Varric? Gonna need a report. Alright. One castle at a time. Here we go. Hello? It's me. Yep. It's not really how to retain the element of surprise, but here we are. Take that, target dummies. Okay, we have a little crowd waiting for us in the next room. Take advantage of some momentary peace. And peace is over. Dungeon key, that'll come in handy.
The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Well, that is one way to eradicate evil. Just destroy the entire world, but, I don't think that being the case, they can be reasoned with.
Cultists? Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
I'm just feeling around blindly back here. Dorian, is that you? It's very supple. A dead Seeker. I'm sorry, Cassandra, look away.
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
Oh no, I'm sure. I see signs of a natural, painless death there. Yeah, I see some signs. Alright, this looks like a good spot to get ambushed. Let's go!
Drive him out.
Trying to flank me? Not today. You know my motto. Flanking leads to a good spanking. But I don't mean in a saucy manner. I mean combat-wise. A good combat spanking. I got it. Never mind. Where is the exit door? Where is the break in this curtain? Everyone's laughing at me on stage. Oh, I'm just now noticing. That would have been fun to ride across the plains, had it lived. Had you not been so evil. Ah, finally we got a deep stalker hide. That's what I've been trying to find forever. I have not had good luck on it. We're kind of hilariously past that point in the main story now. But we can finally return to, I believe it's the Storm Coast, and access that bandit camp to challenge the leader now. With that deep stalker hide. Alright, we got the courtyard key.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Corypheus will probably betray them before they get their chance.
But after he gets what he needs out of them. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
Yeah.
We'll find them,
No, I agree.
Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
Alright, courtyard key. I'm assuming we go up. Oh, that's such a lovely... Even the, save game image for Caer Oswin is... Oh, stunning. Alright. That is quite the portrait. Can I get one of those in Skyhold? Of me, I mean. Soulless, will you paint me? I will pose for you. Preferably clothed, but whatever the artist desires, really. but preferably clothed. The Order of Fiery Promise. Consider the time in which the original Inquisition existed. The First Blight had devastated the world, tearing down the mighty Tevinter Imperium and leaving nothing in its place. Just as there were several cults of Andraste vying to become the true inheritor of the Prophet's faith, there was more than one group claiming to represent the one true path to deliver the world from chaos. The Order of Fiery Promise was one of these, a band of men and women who decreed that not only was the end of the world nigh, it was necessary. Thedas must be cleansed with fire and reborn as a paradise. This they solemnly promised. They devoted themselves utterly to seeing this come about. Whether they ever drew close to their goal is unknown. The Inquisition eventually crushed these promisers during a battle recorded only as the Cleansing of Chernow. The cult reappeared in the early Divine Age, claiming to take up the Inquisition's mantle after it had transformed into the Seekers of Truth, leading to Chantry hunts that did not see the promisers eliminated again until the Exalted Age. So we've been dealing with this problem for a while. Over and over again. Let me check that just in case. Though I would prefer if it was not common tier. Might be a little elitist of me, I'm sorry. I would prefer not to, mingle with the riffraff if it's at all possible, thank you, yes. It's like a cartoon duck. Alright. This looks like a nasty chest. Oh, sorry, not you, Varric. Not you at all. That looks like a... delicious chest you have there. On to the trophy room. Not sure why I'm trying to be so sneaky. They probably already know we're here.
Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you.
That doesn't
You're
look,
alive.
pleasant
As are
for the
you.
face.
I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon
Looks like
inside
something
me.
that would make Papa Palpatine chuckle.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
I know it's a little bit concerning the first time you've ever eaten Brussels sprouts, but you're gonna be fine. You're going to be fine. It's just...
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What?
That explains
could
why the
that be?
Templars have been a
The
little
Lord
off.
Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait!
Oh, fair enough. Message
Don't
received.
leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
That is quite a sword for this.
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find...
I'm really
Lord
sorry to
Sika
hear that. I was kind of hoping you'd have some negative memories about him so that this would all be a little less emotionally painful, but he was a fine young man, okay. I'm devastated. So Lord Seeker Lucius has a little explaining to do. About 14 seconds of explaining, and then we start cutting elbow skin. Where are your elbows? Not in here. Can't say I'm surprised. Die in a fiery explosion, that's the ticket. Oh, I got some on my robes. Gross. Yuck. Alright. To the very top, to the tip top of Crumpet. Here we go. Is this where I dump it?
Lord Sika Lucius.
Cassandra, with a woman I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
Yeah, that's me. You would know who I am already if I had actually met you before, if you weren't being so deceitful. You bully? Yeah, that put him in his place.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh, yes.
And I assume that means you're
We
better than
fought
me.
to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better.
But the world dried out like Play-Doh.
The Chantry, the circles of Magi, a war that will see no end.
And our hands are ever sticky. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna not agree on some things.
You lured your entire order to their deaths.
There was no other choice.
No other choice? Have you gone mad?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us.
Everybody's
Cassandra.
gonna have
It is
jetpacks.
the Maker's will.
Alright, Cassandra's heard enough. And therefore, so have I. Reveal your elbows to me now, and I will have mercy. Hide your elbows from me, and there will be no quarter.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I have not been taking care of my inventory management here. One second, let me see if there's something I can do without. Some common belts, perhaps? I would hate to miss a legendary mace, or whatever that is. Okay. What else do we have up here? Berries? I dare not hope for cream. But I am just a little boy who loves those two things, so what can I say? That seems to be about it. Alright. So I need to speak to Cassandra back in Skyhold. It's probably about time I take another armor pass, particularly for Dorian, who's still in this very soldiery chainmail get-up. I need to find him something a little silkier. Let's see what I have on me. The Hat of Majesty. Dorian, it's all yours. I forgot we have all those Orlesian masks. That's holding up 4 inventory slots unnecessarily. So he's at 108. I want something better than that. I have a lot of formal attire, too. I need to put all of that in the storage chest in the Undercroft. Ooh, right in my Undercroft. Okay. Headed out the door. Let's go right back to Skyhold. We'll speak to Cassandra. A little lad, that's the one. I'm glad somebody gets that reference. It's not even a reference. It's I don't know what. But I'm so glad somebody got it. Oh, any time now, Skyhold. I don't mind waiting for your beauty. But any time now. Hey, Cassandra, sorry about your whole order of Seekers. And everything you ever stood for or believed in.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Have you tried holding it with your right hand, just in case? I mean, if you're left-handed, that's fine, but might be worth a try.
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece?
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
I don't know why we would need to be careful beyond the fact that we went physically into the Fade and spoke to Divine Justinia, and there were no gods to help us. I don't know what's so dangerous necessarily about recording that.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Do you really think it could have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Yeah, it is a little weird that a spirit could have helped us in any form. We're in the Fade, it didn't have to take Divine Justinia's. I know it was sort of revolving around my memories of my original time in the Fade, during which I was with Divine Justinia, but other than that, unless the spirit was in fact the ghost of Divine Justinia, why would it have taken that form? Unless it was in some way related. However, at the same time, it directly told me, I am not Divine Justinia, I'm just a spirit. So I don't know.
I don't know the truth any more than you do.
Sadly, unanswered questions make for poor reading. When they told me you were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time
I was
such a
terrified
thing
for the
happened,
Fade.
We created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Thank you for continually hammering during our conversation. Appreciate you. I don't know how to even get to this balcony by my onesie. Where are we right now? It's a lovely illustration. A bear smoking. It's a bear on his hug an elven ghost and smoke break that all bears get several of during the day. And this just records that. That's nice. Mighty weapon. Wink wink. Make sure it's shiny. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that all connected to the same place there. That's cool. Alright. Anything else to say, Cassandra? I guess we didn't even get to her follow-up yet. That was just another cutscene. Here we go.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition.
And now
And
it's passed to
now it
you.
falls
Does that
to
make you Lord Seeker? Do I need to kneel? I'm not above kneeling. I'd happily kneel for you, Cassandra. Well, that sounded weird. You seem upset?
That's a lot of not very exciting reading, apparently.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a Seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made Tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
That's, disappointing.
So the rebellion could have been prevented.
Perhaps, but it was a long time coming, for many reasons. We created the Rite of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book?
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
I can't foresee the future, Cassandra.
But we know the past. Those who do not heed history are doomed to repeat it.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we will establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Oh, my pleasure. Always here to be a sounding board. It's really my best use, as I can decide nothing, nor help you in any way. But yeah, I'm here to listen, Cassandra. Alright. So I am nearing the end of the session here. I wonder if we have time for one more conversation with someone, at the very least. I know we need to drop some stuff off in the Undercroft, too. And let me check. I still don't know what's going on with Blackwall. Let me check if he has a active mission or something here. I don't think so. I'm not sure what he's on about. I must not have been paying good enough attention when we last spoke to him in the tavern, I thought. I'm hoping we can correct that. Alright, so I don't think there's anything else I can do at the war table for now. Josephine and Leliana are on longer missions. Cullen should be coming up soon, but I'm not not sure if there's anything else we're gonna have time for. Let's see here. Let's at least get this started. I may not have a ton of time here, but we'll head out that way. I'm gonna take Sarah this time, and Cassandra, come along. If I have to save it here mid-conversation, I'm so sorry, but we'll at least make sure this is started. And thank you very much for bearing with me here. This has been a lot of fun. I wish we had more time today. But we'll be back around soon.
It's just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. I needed her wisdom after the hero of Ferelden died.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Leliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor,
What
this
was
is
that
Natalie,
look?
a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here.
I'm
Justinia's
curious to
letter
see
came
what
with
brought us all
instructions.
here.
They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. Lives
Oh,
in an open heart.
she's
She must
telling
be
me the
hinting at
answer
something
now.
here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing
Alright, looks like
verses
it's
from
listing it
Benedict's
off to the
every
side
Friday?
too. So
That
above
canticle
all,
was just
strength lives in an open heart. Light has no fear of darkness. Remember that faith sprung from a barren branch.
lovely to hear.
Okay.
Wait,
It is beautiful.
have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Strength lives in an open heart, perhaps?
And the sunburst throne.
Let's see if there's only those three options. I'm not sure how that's the answer to a riddle, necessarily. Let's try this first. Heart first.
An open heart. Well, that one's quite literal. And morbid.
I'm guessing this is faith sprung from a barren branch. I don't think you have to do them in order, necessarily. And light has no fear of darkness. I guess it's just the fire. Although there are two fires, so I don't know how that makes sense.
What was
open something.
Such lovely artwork.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good old Leliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion.
God, Leliana's
She
good.
sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thidas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Thank you so much for the subscription there, too. A 13-month streak. Goodness. Well over a year now. We have no excuse. I mean, we can't just keep claiming this is all an accident or a coincidence. 13 months. I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here. Alright, I would like to leave this to Leliana. Like, Leliana, what would you like to do about this? I don't want to necessarily barge off with my own plans. I definitely don't want to condemn her to death. What does this do?
Good work. We know the name of our enemy. That's half the battle won.
Exactly.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Oh, we'll catch
You don't
up
have
to
to
her.
kill her.
No. I must protect the Inquisition. She is an enemy.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide them.
That's fair enough. Right in the middle of the Chantry and all. I'll get the mop.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
I want to believe it's not nothing. I have no proof of this. Are you sure?
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The Divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me, just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Sacrifices are necessary. You know that.
I know. And hearing you agree gives me the courage to do what must be done. Justinia tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
All right. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time to check in on her. I sure would like to. Chantry seems pretty empty. Make sure there wasn't anything inside this little alcove here. Good, good. Alright, so I'd better just get us back to Skyhold, and then we'll pick it up and talk to Leliana during the very next session. I have minutes remaining, and I'd better grab some coffee, so thank you so much for bearing with me through that. We will try to check back in with Leliana first thing next session, and then we'll be back out in the world, maybe in the Emerald Graves, or following more of these companion missions, wherever they lead us. Thank you very, very much for your patience and your constant companionship. It is a pleasure. It was very nice to help both Cassandra and Leliana with their respective quandaries at the moment. I just want to get it saved back in Skyhold. Alright. I will see you back here soon. Thank you very, very much for your time. I hope you have a lovely Monday, or whatever day it happens to be, and I will see you again. Bye for now.